What's going on? It's your boy Sermon, the sermonsdomain.com, and today we're here to talk about an album that's been 16 years in the making, Dr. Dre's grand finale, Compton, because Dre felt inspired by watching Straight Outta Compton, coming out in theaters very soon. And so that would mean, the album's only been in development for about a year or two. With that said, the production is crazy. It's ridiculous. That's definitely one of the strong points out of the whole album for me. Um, I couldn't even pick out a favorite beat if I wanted to. There's so many good ones. I feel like Deep Water. I like the flip before the love of the money, but I don't really care for that record. It's probably my least favorite out of the whole album. Animals is crazy. It's co-produced by DJ Premier. Talking to My Diary. You could talk about the beats all day. But what I like about them is that they sound good if they were just instrumentals, but they sound even better because the people who are on them, who are working, to bring the type of content that's on that. Like Deep Water, it's a good beat, but it becomes a lot better because of the content that Kendrick brings to it, that Dre brings to it. The narrative is interesting, man. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe I'm not getting the whole concept yet, but I feel like basically it's a loose narrative about just about Compton in general, with different stories. And obviously Dre's telling part of his story, and you have other people coming in to play roles for other um, Compton like individuals. So that's what I got out of it. Um, what else? What else? Considering that it is about Compton, I'm kind of disappointed that we didn't see an NWA reunion record, because it would have been nice to see. I mean, we got Ice Cube on the record. You could have put MC Ren. I don't think there's any Easy E unreleased verses because we haven't gotten any since he passed away. We just got that little vocal part on the album from DJ Julio G, but it still would have been nice to hear like some kind of NWA reunion, and even just taking an old Easy E verse and putting it over something new, because a lot of people may have overlooked a certain Easy verse that fits into Compton. So that would have been good to see. Eminem's verse is normal, which is surprising because on Medicine Man he kind of usually he doesn't rap as normal as he does, and but at the same time it's like, is he really saying anything? He kind of starts off kind of talking about his career, and then he kind of goes off, veers off. It's a longer verse than usual, and I feel like if he would have stuck to talking about his career, kind of like a respective of it, it would have been a lot better. But he didn't, and I feel like that verse could have been better. But I appreciate it because it's normal, and hopefully, man, Eminem and Dr. Dre do some more work together. I would love to see that happen, because it feels like Dre's bringing out the best of these people. He's bringing out the best in all these artists. You got John Connor, you got Snoop, you got The Game, who spit one of his best verses ever, or not ever, but maybe in like the last few years on Just Another Day. But like I said, Dre is a perfectionist, so of course he's gonna bring out the best. He's gonna push you to want to deliver your best. And just let's talk about Anderson .Paak. He stands out the most on the album to me out of every all the new artists that Dre worked with, because he has a very infectious voice. He's talented. He made me want to listen to his own album Venice, which is out now on iTunes. You can stream it on SoundCloud. So if you were impressed by his appearance, I would definitely suggest checking that out. He definitely he just shines like on Animals and All in a Day's Work. All the records he's on, he has a presence that just it looks good. It sounds good. Let's talk about the outro, or the final track, Talking to My Diary. It's a fitting end to Dr. Dre's solo career legacy, because it's just Dre this time. It's the only solo feature, it's the only solo song, and it just ends the album by tying up all of his loose ends, kind of. reflecting on his career, and I just liked it. I appreciate that Dre actually had a solo record on there, and it made sense to end the album that way. Now that he's done, I could say that he has that three-peat, the Chronic, 2001, and now Compton. Not many artists can say that. I mean, not many artists can say that they can take, more than a decade between albums or, 8 years between an album. But Dre definitely, you know, now that this is his grand finale, his last album, he's bowing out on a good note, and, you know, hopefully he'll do more behind the scenes stuff, executive producing for his Aftermath staff. But that said, those are my thoughts on Compton. I would love to hear yours. Did it live up to expectations? What was your favorite beat on the album? Who was your favorite feature? What's your favorite song? Talk to me. Whatever you want to talk about when it comes to Compton, let me know in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Like the video, share the video. We got some great Compton coverage coming up in the next week, covering best verses, 5 artists that I wish would have been on the album, Dr. Dre's next career moves, etc. So once again, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Sermons Domain. And most importantly, thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. And until next time, peace.